Hello friends, good morning. So let's see what to read in the Indian Express newspaper today. So on the very front page we have very historic news of Shubhanshu Shukla getting on that Axiom 4 ride and making India proud. Go through that briefly as the news is important, particularly from the perspective of prelims as well as mains. The mission's aims are really important. Monsoon said to arrive in Delhi today. Some trends you must go through, particularly from the perspective of mains. Liberty can't be bartered. You can note down this particular statement of Supreme Court so that you can use it in your GS2 answers. There on page number 6 we have the emergency 50 years on. So essentially what exactly is the emergency? Some constitutional provisions you must go through the constitutional angle of it. Very important. Some political analysis is here, Janata Party related. Just go through that briefly. You can get some data points. You must know some data points from the perspective of particularly prelims. Then on the page number 8 we have India joining BRICS statement expressing grave concerns over strikes against Iran. The background of BRICS, whether Iran is member or not, important particularly from the perspective of prelims as well as mains. Nod for South Asia unit of International Potato Center in Agra, important for particularly from the perspective of prelims. Note down that particular example. On editorial page we have a different Middle East. This particular editorial analyzes the Iran-Israel issue thoroughly. Go through that briefly. Second Voyager analysis of Shubhanshu Shukla's ride on the Axiom 4 mission, important. Build on the outreach, particularly it talks about tribal schemes. Go through that briefly as well, important particularly from the perspective of mains. On page 11 we have turning point in Asia, very important editorial by C. Rajamohan, important analysis of NATO and the recent spending increase in military they have done, important from the perspective of mains. With fear and favor, analysis of emergency, important. Note down some points particularly from the perspective of GS2. On page 3 we have important news from the perspective of prelims about Bihar's first nuclear power plant. Go through that, and where in India are other nuclear power plants, know about that too. On explain page we have again NATO related analysis, important. After the fighting has stopped, again the war in Middle East and its analysis, important from the perspective of prelims as well as mains. Why investigators cannot summon lawyers, important from the perspective of GS2. This analysis again coupled with the earlier news, important from the perspective of prelims as well as mains. Again on the world page we have NATO committing to higher spending sought by Trump. Just note down the data point, important. Note down from the perspective of defense. On the economy page we have Indian economy being resilient amidst elevated global trade uncertainties, important from the perspective of mains. Some GST related data points are there. Note down those data points as well.